And I've been trying to say this is not about race, it's about people getting their together, acting right, acting like you got some common sense.
Which critics are saying is racist. It's got lyrics, racist lyrics, and images.
Fuck Ford, fuck Adidas, fuck Netflix, too. Fuck Starbucks, Barbie, Whoopi in the View.
Jason has spoken up about his song and how Hollywood received it, and it seems like there's more to the reception of his music than what meets our eyes. Let's take a deep dive into why exactly his song was deemed controversial by Hollywood.
So country singer Jason Aldean is getting backlash for the video of his song Not in a Small Town.
When Jason Aldean released Try That in a Small Town in May, the response was, well, small scale. It debuted at number 35 on Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart and fizzled out of the top 50. It was when he dropped the controversial music video, 8 weeks after the song's release, and the country star started having a historic run for more than one reason on the music charts. Immediately, streams for the single jumped 999% after the music video's release, and the song sold 228,000 copies. This was enough to help the track land at number 2 on the all-genre Billboard Hot 100, giving Aldean the biggest pop hit of his career, and only following behind the heavily promoted launch of BTS star Jungkook's single 7. A week later, Try That in a Small Town continued to dominate through streams and sales, reaching the #1 spot on the Hot 100 and on the country charts. The song became Aldean's first #1 hit in nearly a decade. All of these big achievements were supposed to be celebratory, but Jason must have not felt the same way, particularly because the response to Try That in a Small Town became split and caused division. Some, mostly Hollywood, went on to criticize the song for promoting gun violence and taking aim at the Black Lives Matter movement, and eventually producers edited the music video to remove news footage of BLM protests due to third-party copyright clearance issues. It got to the point where CMT, which regularly plays country music videos, quickly pulled the clip from its rotation days after its release, but luckily for Jason, despite all that, the numbers and support remained strong, and Aldean's song resonated with an audience. I felt that Jason Aldean was expressing the feelings that a lot of people in the country audience felt, particularly in the Trump America country audience, says Don Cusick, a country music historian, author, and professor of music business at Belmont University. The video was just in your face. It was in your face anger, and that just reinforced that anger that is in so much of America today, that big division. Cusick added that the driving support behind Aldean's song didn't surprise him because there's a dark side to this country. Award-winning music journalist, author, and crisis communications consultant Holly Gleason also added that there are a lot of frustrated people, many of whom listen to country radio, and when they hear somebody is being shut down for their beliefs, they will come in mass. Gleason continued, saying that Jason's song was struggling on radio, but once he supercharged his vision for the song with something that felt aligned to his politics and somebody shut it down, everybody who shared his politics showed up. Gleason continued, I'm not sure that all the people that took him to #1 are necessarily country music fans or even Jason Aldean fans. I think the numbers that he's doing are people who feel a very strong alliance to either political concepts or being locked out of a system that they believe they should be a part of and they don't feel aligned to anymore. This isn't the first time Jason has amassed such popularity, since he has been a platinum-selling success since releasing his self-titled debut album in 2005. The Macon, Georgia native has launched 10 #1 country hits, 21 top 40 successes on the pop charts, earned 5 Grammy nominations, collaborated with Carrie Underwood, Kelly Clarkson, and Ludacris, and was named Artist of the Decade at the 2019 Academy of Country Music Awards. The official YouTube video for the song was quietly edited to remove a news clip of violence that took place during Black Lives Matter demonstrations in Atlanta, and a portion of that clip was originally projected onto the exterior wall of a Tennessee county courthouse where a black teen was lynched in the 1920s, which Aldean used as a backdrop as he sang about crimes that would not be tolerated in a small town. Try that in a small town, see how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're going to round up. Well, that might fly in the city. Good luck. Aldean has insisted over and over that the song had nothing to do with violence, but all about togetherness and people leaving together, and how small towns did not tolerate violence, hence the references. After receiving criticism that the music video's effect was to threaten black people from visiting majority white towns, the YouTube version was quietly edited to remove the news clips related to Black Lives Matter demonstrations in Atlanta and several other images. Aldean's record label, BBR Music Group, said in a statement that the video footage was edited due to third-party copyright clearance issues, but did not elaborate. Aldean's performance backdrop was the Maury County Courthouse, which at times appears to be on fire as images of burning American flags are projected onto it. It's the same building where a mob hanged 18-year-old Henry Choate from the balcony in 1927. The teen had been accused of attacking a white girl who never identified him as her assailant and whose mother begged the mob to let him stand trial. Columbia was also the site of an infamous 1946 race riot that nearly resulted in the lynching of future Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. While Aldean highlighted Columbia and its courthouse in a behind-the-scenes feature, the music video's producers say he didn't choose the location, which they portrayed as innocuous. They emphasized that Aldean did not choose the location and said, any alternative narrative suggesting the music video's location decision is false. Regardless of how Hollywood has interpreted the song, Aldean has stood by the song and its video and even wrote, "In the past 24 hours, I have been accused of releasing a pro-lynching song and was subject to the comparison that I was not too pleased with the nationwide Black Lives Matter protests," Aldean tweeted on July 18th. He continued explaining that the references were not only meritless, but dangerous, claiming there was not a single lyric in the song that referenced race or points to it. And there wasn't a single video clip that wasn't real news footage. And while he could try and respect others to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one had gone too far. Aldean also noted that he survived a mass shooting at the Route 91 Harvest Festival in Las Vegas in 2017, in which dozens were killed and hundreds injured. "Our community recently suffered another heartbreaking tragedy," he tweeted. "No one, including me, wants to continue to see senseless headlines or families ripped apart." The song, he said, referred to the feeling of a community that he had growing up, saying that his political views have never been something he's hidden from, and he knows that a lot of people in the country did not agree on how they got back to a sense of normalcy where they go at least a day without a headline that keeps them up at night, he wrote. But the desire for it to, that's what this song is about. Aldean's wife, Brittany, criticized media coverage of the song, saying on Instagram that there should be more focus on real stories, such as child trafficking. This statement of hers seemed to resonate with a lot more people who were wondering why. While real issues like the sound of freedom were being gatekept, why was Hollywood making this song such a big deal? Country Music Television confirmed to the Post that it has stopped airing the music video, which Billboard reported was previously getting heavy play on the channel. The Country Music Association aired pre-recorded footage of Aldean playing Try That in a Small Town during its CMA Fest broadcast. While many are criticizing the song, others, on the other hand, have rushed to defend Aldean and his music video. Former President Donald Trump called Aldean a fantastic guy who just came out with a great new song in a Truth Social post. Trump's rival for the Republican presidential nomination in 2024, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, had previously tweeted that Aldean had nothing to apologize for. "When the media attacks you, you're doing something right," DeSantis wrote. Senator Marsha Blackburn said Aldean was the victim of cancel culture, and South Dakota Governor Kristi L. Noem posted a video defending the singer and his wife as outspoken about their love for law and order and for their love of this country. A fan on Twitter said, "Black country folk agree with Jason Aldean. His song is not about racism. It's about the far left and the people they have radicalized and weaponized to destroy America from within. Country and small town people get it." Another said, "If I went to my local town square and handed out PS5s, you wouldn't see any destruction, violence, riots, or looting." Jason Aldean has a point. You can't do that in a small town. Only in gun-free liberal utopias is that shit tolerated. It's a lifestyle. So, what is your take on Jason Aldean's song, and why do you think Hollywood is against it so much? Tell us in the comment section. Remember, this video is based on speculations and opinions. And if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.